Hello there folks, I'm on an absolutely epic walk today. Bright and sunny and quite scorchy sort of walk today, going over the moors, and I'm walking around lots of different paths in this area, and it's just heaven to me. And the truth is, I think we all know by now that there's absolutely no substitute for doing the thing, for getting the job done. But I see so many people judging themselves for the process, and you don't necessarily get explicit admissions from people that they're struggling. But when you actually notice how vehemently and desperately people try to prove their particular point, you can actually see the fragility in people, that we are constantly looking for vindication about how our version of events is the truth and the moral absolute and the factual absolute. And I don't try and convince anybody of anything anymore. What I actually tend to do, if I can see that these sort of conflagrations are developing, these arguments, what I actually do is stand up for myself, not try and necessarily prove my point, my perspective on whatever thing it is that we're talking about, but actually just admit to the other person that, okay, fair enough, we have a difference in perspective, but you have your belief, I'll have mine, but never try and convince anybody of anything. Because I think what we can also see is that people aren't really interested in the truth. They just want to have their way accepted, and I won't get involved in any kind of tyranny. done way too much of that in my life. And more, what I actually do for myself now is find the hidden benefits of whatever situation I'm in, to realize that I've made progress, that I don't need people to believe what I believe or do what I do in order for me to get on with it and do it, but also to realize that there are very few things actually that really matter. And what really matters to me more than ever is peacefulness, which is always your choice, but for some reason people don't want to do that. No matter what people say, war is an attitude, and it starts within. And that's why most people will contribute to warfaring, because we have an innate desire to prove ourselves right all the time. And of course, if you're not going to be moved, and if you're not going to rise to to people's so-called aggression, and it's not aggression. People develop identities around what they believe. Real constructs are how much we depend on being acknowledged. And if you can actually trust yourself and believe in yourself, well, you don't need to find validation from other people. The worst position that you can put yourself in life is to need other people's approval, to need other people's love, to need other people to agree with you. Because that is the path of the tyrant. People still haven't really discovered this. The path of the tyrant is the person that can't be disagreed with, and at all costs will make people believe. And often, that's what all the revolutions and wars are about. And it's why I say that I am a lover and not a fighter. Because everyone said, oh, we've got to stand up and fight for our culture. We've got to stand up for our, and fight, we've got to fight for our beliefs. No. Stand upright. And the thing is, if you are the last man standing in the room, well, I think that's more noble. Because people say, oh, they're attacking us, we must fight them back. How are you any better? And all of this that I'm saying is actually inspired by something quite benign. But I went on another epic walk, sort of approaching a week ago. And as I was leaving the flat, I had a banana to fuel the walk, and I brought another one along with me and put it in my bag. And I think you can probably guess what I'm going to say. That when I got involved in the walk, I didn't even notice being hungry, because I was totally immersed in the moment and the joy of the experience of doing the thing. And yesterday or the day before, anyway, a few days later, I go into my bag where I put the banana, because I put it in the same compartment where I have paper towels, tissues and things. And I opened it up, and a strong smell. And I've been smelling the strong smell of banana around the flat. I thought, where's that coming from? Not realising that I'd left it in the bag until I found it in its highly mutated state in my bag. It was starting to weld, the sides of the compartment together, because they almost, the secretions from bananas, it almost goes like glue. Very gloopy. And not even that long ago, something like that, tiny, minute little thing would have really, really bothered me. But I just thought, oh, of course, I put the banana in there and forgot about it. And it was completely black because it's so ripe. It did actually smell quite nice, but strong, obviously very pungent. But, I just took it out and put it in the bin and wiped down the inside of the compartment. And this morning I emptied out my bag of all of its contents and had a good little clear out. There were little bits of dust and everything in there. And I found the hidden benefits, you see. Had a good clear out, removed a couple of things in the bag that I didn't need anymore. Had a little bit of organised that I like. And I just realised we can plan ahead as much as we like, but a lot of the time we're free-flowing in life. And do you know what? Doesn't matter. It's fine. Spontaneous, enjoying the process. That's what counts. And as much as you want to plan, we can never really predict the future, but we can just enjoy the process, not let teeny tiny things bother us, and continue to make fantastic progress. That's the point, really. But allowing tiny or big things to bother you is incredibly reactive. It's passive. Just keep walking. I just bumped my foot there. Just keep walking, because you're fine. You're doing the thing. You are making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. And when I wasn't bothered by that experience, I thought, wow, that's nice. Growth, being adult, concerning myself only with freedom, with happiness, with joy, and making the fantastic progress that we can all make in life. it felt like a really defining moment, and I was very, very pleased. I was very happy to be alive in that moment, and all from a banana, because it's not just a banana. Do you know what it is? It's transformation, it's education, it's life in illustration. We're going to see behind me shortly the facade of a very, very impressive and beautiful building. I've been meaning to come down this path for ages, and here I am doing it. So enjoy your day, enjoy your week, enjoy your month, enjoy your years, enjoy everything as much as you possibly can. Chill out, relax, get things done. That's the name of the game. There are so many hidden benefits to your experience. Notice them, enjoy them, and keep building on them. Have a wonderful day, and God bless, my friends. See you on the next video. Ciao for now.